motherfucker got me.
Welcome back to episode number 18 of the Cole and Austin Hour. My name is Cole Strasburg.
Austin McKenzie.
And let's get this shit going.
Cool.
How's it going this week, Austin?
That's all right, dude.
It's Monday.
A fresh week.
It's a fresh week.
It's supposed to be 102 or Wednesday, right?
Fuck, I don't
It's
know.
supposed to be like Wednesday or Thursday this week, like 102. And yeah, fuck that, dude. What? I thought we lived in Washington.
What? That's no kidding, dude. Yeah, no, screw that. I'm not excited for that. We've only got one AC in my house right now. I've got a second AC not hooked up yet, but I'm going to slap that bitch in my window. I tell you what.
You already put that one in, dog, so you'll be good.
Yeah, I know. I hooked yours up. So, ladies and gentlemen, Austin bought himself.
You already fucking told them the story, you fucking Betty crackpot fuck, like 4 episodes ago. They already know your dumbass put the AC in.
Anyway, he had this AC sitting in his room not hooked up, and it just like, you're blowing hot air in here, Austin.
Dude, I remember I'd look at you, but it's all right. Be like mid 70 degrees in this room. I'd wake up with a puddle of fucking sweat in my bed and shit. But, oh yeah, it's great. Great AC.
It's great. So,
what about you, dude? How are you?
I'm good. It's a new week for me. It's Monday. It's my Sunday. I get Sundays, Mondays off. So currently, I'm doing all right. I've been bartending a lot recently. I'm bartending all week this week. So come get a drink from me. That's all I got to say about that, really, because I basically.
How the fuck are they gonna get a drink from you if they don't know where you work?
Well, I don't know if I should say where I work.
Well, then don't fucking say come get a drink from me, dog, because then they're gonna be like, oh, where's this motherfucker work so I could get a drink, and then you're like, well, I ain't gonna tell you where I work.
This is what I gotta say. If you know, you know. Let's put it that way.
Oh yeah, I hate when people do that. They'll put on their Snapchat story. They're like, what is it? IY. If you know, YK.
Yeah.
IYK.
If you know, you know.
Dude, at first I didn't know what it meant because I don't know how to do all these
this internet
words.
lingo.
Yeah, so I'd be like, fuck, what does that mean? And I go on Google, I'd be like YK, and it'd be like, if you know, you know. I'm like, why can't y'all just fucking say that though? Why can't you just do the sentence? Just say the fucking words in its entirety.
5 letters is a lot easier than 5 words.
I hate motherfuckers.
Lazy.
I had somebody
We've gotten so lazy, we can't even write
this
words
wee
out.
shit in us, all right?
It's just
I type it out. The only ones I don't really type out is I don't know. I do the IDK.
I do that too.
That's the only one I don't really type out fully.
That's fair.
But
we're lazy as shit too.
Only if I write emails.
Alrighty.
But sometimes when you're like get used to shortening up all those words, dude, when you write something important, sometimes you slap the IDK in there and you're like, oh fuck, I gotta say I don't know.
Do you play for the Seahawks?
Dude, it's 1 month till football, dog.
You've got blue
it's
shorts.
1 fucking month till football.
You got the blue shorts. You got the Seahawks jersey.
Yeah.
You got the matching sunglasses,
dude,
and the Seahawks hat. I just realized that. I look over. I'm like, is this guy a Seahawk?
Bro, you're wearing the same shirt from last episode, bitch.
You're right,
dude, I'm so sorry.
It's great.
Right when you came in.
I was looking at our video earlier today, and I was like, shit, I hope Austin doesn't notice that I am wearing the same shirt from last video. And sure as shit,
I am my mother's child. I notice everything.
God damn.
Hey,
that's too funny.
31 days till football, not a big deal.
I'm excited.
And they had their practice game yesterday. So what, today's Monday?
Yes.
Yeah, they had it yesterday, the 8th of August.
All right.
So today was the 9th. And the offense looked really good. Smacked the other team 22-3. So
is that just...
So I don't know if our defense looked bad or if our offense looked really good that game.
So does... like practice game, does our offense just play our defense?
Yes.
Okay.
It'll be like first string offense versus first string defense, and then I think second string versus second string. Or maybe it's first string offense versus second string defense.
I would assume the offense is always going to crush in any preseason anything because
sometimes.
I mean, think about it. You're not, when you're on doing preseason shit like that, you're not going to go out and crack your fucking all-star. Like, You know what I'm saying? I'm saying you're not. Your all-star cornerback's not going to go out and just crack your fucking first-string all-star wide receiver.
I'm taking out 9-time Pro Bowler fucking franchise quarterback.
No.
Yeah. I'm giving the young guy the chance.
You're not going out there and breaking someone's neck and fucking taking out their contract.
Not breaking their neck, but I'm gonna give them a little MCL tear so they're out 9 weeks. And then I'm giving the young guy the chance. I'm like, this is your time, dog. Put the food on the dinner table for your family.
And then the offense shits the bed and everyone's pissed at you.
Everybody gets fired. I get cut and shit. Like, yeah, it's all over.
You go and you get signed by the Browns and you're like, fuck.
My skinny ass would not be taking anybody out. I'd probably be a fucking kicker on a team. What position you think you would play?
Probably like the equipment manager.
Yeah, all right. I could see a Bobby Boucher in you.
Yeah, I was going to say, I'm like the water boy or something.
You'd fuck up the water, though.
Yeah.
Probably get some fucking club soda bullshit.
No, I'd probably... Club soda. I would probably fill the water tank with Jägermeister. And then... and all the water bottles with Jaeger.
Dude, you would have guys like running like
Russell Wilson would be jogging off the field. I'd be like, here, Russ. He's like, oh, fuck, dude, what is that? I'm like, dude, a little Jaeger.
Jesus wouldn't allow his favorite human being to...
I'd get him to consume.
To have alcohol.
I would get him to consume. No, I would probably be... just like something easy, a wide receiver or something, because I'm not that. I mean, think of it. Wide receivers probably aren't the easiest position, but it's like you just run and catch. You just run and catch shit. I couldn't be a running back because I wouldn't like to run up through the line and fucking hit people, and I'm not like super fast. I couldn't be a tight end because I'm not big. I couldn't be a quarterback because I'm fucking stupid. And I can't.
Bro, I know you're stupid because you just said wide receiver was an easy ass position.
Well, I mean,
go tell Calvin Johnson that. Go tell Randy Moss that.
Well, I know it's not
DK?
Easy.
God damn. Hey, all they do is run 5 yards and then everybody just lets them run down the sideline.
Well, no. Okay, let me take that back. I think it would be the easiest position for me to play.
Okay.
Let me put it that way.
All right.
I couldn't play defense because like I said, I'm dumb as shit, and I feel like on defense you have to be able to.
So many schemes.
Like read plays and like
know which gap to hit if you're blitzing.
As a wide receiver, I just need to know, hey, what route am I running on this play? That's basically all I need to know.
Dude, my coach used to look at me and he would be, look, I only played 1 year, so it's not like I'm some fucking and I didn't even play, so I was like backup kicker. Bro, dumb. We didn't even kick that year. So our starter kicker.
Dude, Ording never.
I know. We
kicked.
Just ran 2 plays. Hey, red jet, black jet. All right. So all I got to do is fucking cover those 2 holes. But anyways, he would literally tell me at practice when we did throw the ball. He'd be like, "Okay, do a slant route," and I'm like,
"What's that?"
I'm like, "Yeah, what the fuck is that?" And then he's like, "I'm a soccer player. Okay, I don't fucking know these football terms. Now I do, but." You'd be like, just literally go 5 steps and then cut inward. I'm like, all right. Dude, I'm so fucking dumb that I'd be sitting there. I'd be like, okay, 5 steps. 5 steps. 5 steps cut. 5 steps.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Dude, my
5.
The cornerback be sitting there talking shit to me. Be like, you ain't gonna fucking get it. You ain't gonna fucking get it, Austin. I'd be like, okay, 5 steps cut. 5 steps.
You're like, don't let him get in your head. 5 steps cut. You ain't gonna get it, Austin.
Yep.
You 5 steps cut.
I'd be sitting there running.
Get it, Austin. Fuck no. 5 steps cut.
Yeah, I'd be like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh fuck, I gotta cut now.
Dude, I'd be the guy standing there going, let's see if I start with my right foot back. 1, 2, 3, 4. So when I step with if I start with my left foot, 1, 2. I'd be counting like, okay, so on my right foot on the 3rd time I've got to turn. Mm-hmm. That would be me. I'd be sitting there going, 5. Here we go.
But then I'd be so focused on doing that shit that like the cornerback would just be fucking wrecking me at the line or like, because you got 5 yards until it's a flag.
You're fucking... I could just see it. You go 5 steps and you cut and you're like, okay, and now I'm running. Oh shit, now what do I do? And the ball's just like coming at you and you're like, oh fuck, I missed it.
Yeah, there was a practice where we had to play on that shitty back middle school field.
Oh no.
Behind the new middle school. It's that. So you know where the new middle school is?
Yeah.
There's a football field, old one before they built the stadium in the front.
Oh shit, I didn't know that.
There was that old muddy backfield shit where all the buses park.
Ew.
And that cold. Yeah, dude, it was fucked up. We had to practice there one time, and I remember we got this fucking huge dude, like maybe from like like he was a transfer student, big motherfucker, like literally looked like he took a horse tranquilizer up the ass at 6 a.m. before class. Okay. Each butt cheek, too.
Why would he take a horse trank?
Because that's probably what they fucking use for steroids. I call it a horse tranquilizer because, dog, if you're sticking a fat-ass needle up your ass to get big, like to the point where you look, that's a horse tranquilizer. That's some shit that should be bringing down the fucking stallions. All right? Not making a dude look like he's fucking Hulk for the next 17 Marvel movies. Jesus. But, yeah, dude, he was ripped. And they were like, all right, Austin, go pretty much run a slant route again. And I was like, fuck, man. Like, that dude. And they put
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay.
No. This time it was 7, then cut. Shit. So it's kind of like a mid post. And, dude, that guy was middle linebacker.
Oh, no.
And they literally, they probably told him, they're like, dude, you see that small kid? You go crack his ass. You go, so let's see how hard you hit. Because, dude, I'm not going to lie, I pussied out. I ran the route. I did the post and everything, and they threw it to me on purpose.
And you're like,
one fucking time they throw it to me, dude. Like, the one time. And I go for it, and as soon as I reach for it, I glanced over and saw he had
he's
death.
about to ragtag your ass.
And I saw death in his eyes. I thought I was going to get wrecked. I pulled out. I literally, like, pulled my arms back, let the ball go over, and I, did one of those side steps, and everybody was like, pussy. I was like, that's fine. That's fine, dude.
I'm cool with that.
That was the one time I told the coaches, I was like, you can go fuck yourselves, because I already knew what you guys were trying to plan right there. So I'm not risking some pussy 7-yard fucking post route catch for a fucking practice and a team that I don't play for.
Really. That I don't give a fuck about.
That I literally do not give a fuck about because.
Oh yeah, no shit. What did they say? Were they just like, yeah, I guess you're right?
One of them did, and pretty much I just got harassed the rest of the practice. They were like, "Oh, Austin's a puss," like.
And you're like, all right, I'm done.
Yeah, pretty much, dude. After that practice, I was like, these guys are just using me as like a actual dummy. Like, we got those tackle dummies. Yeah, I was like, I'm just one that can move quicker, so they probably want live action dummies out here.
Fuck that.
Yeah, so after that, I went over to the coach, and I was like, I'm out, dude. I'm going back to soccer, because I actually took a year off. I was going to take that year off my junior year of high school and just play football, and then play high school when... when the high school season rolled around in the spring.
Yeah.
But I was like, nah, I'm way too good at soccer, and I don't give a fuck about this sport. I'm not trying to have fucking CTE by the time I come out of high school.
Yeah, no shit.
So, yep, that was my random ass football story.
Nice.
Of me getting being a puss, pretty much.
Well, that sounds like fun.
But wide receiver is not easy. Back to the fucking point. It's not easy. It's only some can do it. No.
Okay. What would you play if you were
I play a punter or kicker.
Oh, well, I guess you kind of answered that already.
Yeah. I would want to be good at something. I wouldn't want to just like be another.
I want to look cool like you.
Bro, the only reason I have these on is because I'm getting into the football season. Other than and I just woke up, so I don't want people seeing my ugly ass face right now.
Hell yeah, brother.
Yeah.
Dude, it's so dark in here now.
They have a new filter on Snapchat. My buddy sent me it. The Pit Vipers. Right? Dude, they got our colors.
Dude, I just want to say I had Pit Vipers and a mullet before it was cool.
Bro, shut the fuck up. No, you didn't. Before it was cool for our generation.
Dude,
our parents' generation already made these cool.
I had a pair of Pit Vipers and a mullet about 7 years ago.
Was that your junior year of high school?
No, I graduated 10 years ago. Almost.
Damn.
Next year will be 10 years. Yeah.
Was it that recent?
2012.
No, that recent that you had the mullet and the.
Oh yeah. Well, I mean.
Wow, I thought you had a mullet in high school.
No, it was after high school.
Oh, so you just a Dougal-looking motherfucker.
Yeah, I was just a stupid-looking shit in high school. I had long hair.
Dude, remember your fucking trucker hat and your fucking. Bro, you were destined to live that truck stop life for a couple years after all the fucking. This dude had a 1980s looking highlighter jacket, and then you would wear that fucking bright ass yellow hat.
Yeah.
Dude.
Oh yeah.
Every day.
Sexy.
Every day.
I was hot, dude.
It'd be like 75 degrees out. This motherfucker's still wearing that puffy jacket, and he's wearing the hat.
Dude, I looked so cool. I was literally living the 80s in like 2010. It was cool.
You were.
I was about 30 years off.
You didn't really have that long of hair though, too.
Not then. It was only.
I think you had short hair actually.
It was just above shoulder length. It wasn't super long. It was still like longer though. It wasn't like this at all.
Was that towards the like end of high school when you had it longer? Because I thought you had short hair like your junior year or something.
I might have had it cut at one point, but for the most part, I've basically had long hair since about 8th grade. Long hair about shoulder length since 8th grade. I've maybe got it cut like this a few times, but right after high school, I let it grow out. And it was long as shit. It was like down to here. And that was about 2015. And that's when I got it cut and shaved around the back last time. And
nice.
Then I grew it out again and shaved this time and didn't donate my hair either times because they were like, yeah, don't bother. Your hair is kind of not good enough to donate. I was like, oh, well, thanks. But anyway.
You got to use that fucking, what's that? Old Spice. I use some Old Spice.
Speaking of living the trucker life.
Hey, let me get a sap of this beer because this is gonna be a good one.
Which truck stop story do you want to hear about? I'll give you a few options.
All right.
Kid that played VR for about 14 hours in our lobby. Guy that had a heart attack. I think I might have told that story.
No. Maybe when it happened to me in college, but
lady that got beat up by her boyfriend.
No, I don't like those ones. Jesus Christ. What, dude, tell me that one off air, but
okay. Well, no, I helped her out. It was
I would assume so, but
cleaning up.
So you want the hero story? That's what
cleaning up shit off the wall.
Nah, that one we already talked about.
Okay.
Because I remember blaming you for being a shitty shit cleaner.
Picking up the dead bird outside.
That's a fucking casual Tuesday.
Yeah, sounds about right. State Patrol dropping off inmates on our front doorstep.
Man, I don't know. I was gonna say either one of the first two, or well, no, the kid.
Now I'm just like rattling off shit that just happened.
Let's go with the either the guy who had a heart attack,
all right,
or the cops dropping off the inmates in the front of your guys' place.
All right, so
whichever one you fancy there.
All right, Alex, I'll take guy that had a heart attack for 400, please.
All right.
So this man,
rest in peace,
walked into. Okay.
Yeah, rest in peace.
So I'm working at the truck stop one day. Just a casual Tuesday, picking up dead birds off the side of the road. And this guy comes walking in, and he's all pissed as shit looking. Let me preface this a little bit. Just to set the setting, the truck stop out front is like the gas pumps for all just like regular people passing through to use a gas station. On the side is where all the semis pull through. They can like pull all the way around back, and there's like big ass parking lot that they can park. We had like 100 spots out there, and I don't know, probably 8 diesel pump lanes to where you could have like 8 trucks lined up, fueling up all at once. He pulls into the very closest one of the building. He comes walking in, and he's kind of doesn't look good. You could tell he's either one, just like kind of a crippled old dude, or two, he's not in good shape right now because he was kind of like doing some of this shit, waddling inside. And picture a short, not necessarily fat guy, but just sort of pudgy, short, pudgy, like maybe Italian kind of guy. Little older, maybe he wasn't Italian, he was European something, but he was just slightly darker complexion, just a little bit darker. And so he comes walking in and he's like, oh, and he's kind of holding his chest, and I'm like, hey, what can I do for you? Welcome to Love's, because I got to say, welcome to Love's.
I know you look like you're fucking dying me, but welcome to Love's.
I was like, sup, brother, welcome to Love's.
Yeah.
And he's like, I think I'm having a fucking heart attack. I'm like, oh, okay. So I grab him a chair and I set him down real quick. And he sits down. He's like, call 911. I'm like, all right. And so picture, like, probably from this farthest corner of the room, you guys could see about as far as my arm can stretch out of camera here to about that corner that you can see. That's
about 12 feet?
Yeah, right behind you. That's how far, because we've got like a phone that's a fucking cord phone, a company phone. Mm-hmm. And so I run over to that, and we're about that far apart. And so I'm dialing 911, and I'm like, hey, I got this guy. He thinks he's having a heart attack. What am I supposed to do? And they're like, so get him just a little shitting bit of water and some Tylenol or some aspirin or whatever. And I was like, okay. And they said, have him chew the aspirin and just barely sip the water, but do not give him any more water no matter what the fuck he says. Like, he cannot drink water. And I was like, okay, why not? And they were just like, because it'll fuck with something, blah, 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 and it'll make his heart attack worse. And I'm like, oh, okay, good to know. So I got him a little shitting bit of water, and I grabbed some Advil, and I go over to him, and I'm like, hey, they said chew this up and just sip this water. And he's like, I'm dying. Dude, grab me some water. I'm dying of thirst here. And I'm like, they specifically told me I cannot give you water. And he's like, I'm fucking thirsty. Like, he is pissed. He's getting angry because for some reason he's getting really thirsty while he's having this heart attack. And I'm like, tough shit, dude. They told me not to give you any fucking water. They said, chew these up and barely sip this. And he was like, oh, whatever. So he does that, and he's sitting there, and he's like, oh. And Ellensburg's a pretty small town, so they got the ambulance there pretty fucking quick. And
well, it's about the size of 7 blocks.
I know,
fucking university there.
That's no shit. And so they were there probably in a minute and a half. It was fast, and they came running inside, and I was still on 911, and they came walking in, and I was like, oh, they're here. And she was like, okay, well, I'll see you later then. They'll take over. And I was like, cool, thanks. And they came running inside and just started taking care of him, but he was not happy. He was yelling at me the whole time.
Could you imagine that when you're? Oh, sorry.
Well, I was just gonna say when I first set him down and I was like going to call 911, he was like, "Hurry up and call him." I'm like, I'm calling him as fast as I can, and it's ringing, and I'm like,
it's only 3 fucking numbers.
I know. I'm like, yeah, he's having a heart attack. He's like, yeah, I'm having a fucking heart attack. Jesus Christ, look at me here. And I'm like, I know I'm talking to him. He's like, what are they saying? I'm fucking dying. Oh, my God. And then the worst part is while he's doing this, he's like starting to slump over a little more in his chair. Like, and his speech was getting a little bit weaker and a little weaker. He's like fucking yelling at me the whole time. And then they told me to get him all the shit. So I set the phone down, grabbing the Advil, blah, blah, blah. I gave it to him, and he's like, give me more water. And I'm like, can't give you water. And he's like, okay. And so and then they get there, and then they took over. I hung up the phone, and here's the best part. So they take him off. I'm like, all right, whatever. Some other truck driver, just some guy, because everybody there knows how to drive a fucking semi because they're all truck drivers. He's like, I'll just go move his truck and park it in one of the closest parking spots I can find. And I was like, dude, not my problem. Not my deal.
Not my monkey, not my circus.
Yeah. I was like, basically, that's not my company's problem. You do whatever you want to do. We just need that truck moved. And he's like, all right, yeah, no, that's fine. So some guy just like pulled it around, parked it for him, We left it be. We didn't get a call from his company, nothing. About a week later, I'm working, and it's that happened. When that happened, it was daylight out, so it was probably 4 or 5 o'clock in the afternoon, because I usually worked evening shifts. About a week later, it was probably 8:30 or so. It was nighttime, and he comes walking in, and he fucking throws the door open. "You goddamn cocksuckers!" And he's fucking yelling at me. I'm standing. When he came in the first time having a heart attack, I was the closest employee to him. When he came in yelling this time, I was the closest employee to him. "You goddamn cocksucker moved my fucking truck, and now all my goddamn product isn't worth a fuck. You guys owe me for all this shit." And I was like, excuse me. Thank you for saving my life, motherfucker. Thanks for, helping me out, grabbing me some goddamn shit, calling 911. None of that. Not a single bit of it. He just comes busting in easily. "You son of a bitch, you fucking owe me." And so I just told him, I was like, "Hey, listen, dude, that's not my fucking problem. We need you to get your fucking truck out of our lot," because people are only supposed to stay there for like 24 to 48 hours.
Yeah, you're not really supposed to have a heart attack and then keep your truck there.
Yeah, your truck's not supposed to be there for 7 days.
Let's hit the treadmill, boys.
Yeah, no shit.
Treadmill, sorry.
And so he's fucking losing his shit, and I'm like, "Hey, listen, dude, we don't owe you for shit. That's not our fucking problem. Your truck's been sitting on our property now for about 7 days. So
holy shit, a week?
Yeah. That's what I'm not kidding. When he came back a week later, he was pissed.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, so I was like, "Your truck's been sitting on our property for about 7 days now. Not my fucking problem, and you need to get out of here before I just call the cops on you," because calling the cops at the truck stop is like a weekly occurrence. It was I had no bones about that. Usually I just called the non-emergency because it wasn't like a, "Oh my God, my life's in danger, I need 911. It's more like a, "I got this fucking asshole who just won't leave," or "this fucking trucker who's being a cock." So that it was more of like that kind of shit, and it was just this truck driver being a cock. And so I basically told him that, and he fucking was like, "Oh, fuck you," and got pissy and left. And then my manager came walking out of the office because he heard all the yelling. He was like, "What was that about?" And I was just like, "You remember that guy that had a heart attack a week ago?" He was like, "Yeah." And I was like, "That was him. He was back." And he was like, "Oh, nice. What was he doing?" And I was like, "No, not nice. He came back and he was fucking pissed because he said that we owed him for all his shit because someone moved his truck and blah, blah, blah." He was like, "What the fuck?" I was like, "Yeah, he was pissed about that." So I basically told him, "Not our fucking problem, and get the fuck out of here." And he was like, "Oh, nice. Okay, whatever." Dude, I was not having that shit. I was like, "Dude, what?" Didn't say, "Hey, thanks for saving my life from this heart attack, you cocksucker, you moved my truck." He didn't say any of that shit. It was just,
at least say thank you first.
I was so blown away. I was kind of excited to see him when I first, because like we have a glass door that they open up. It swung outwards, and so I could see him through the door when he walked up. And I was like, "Oh shit, this guy's coming in to be like, hey, thanks, man." Fucking opens the door and he's just, "Oh, you motherfucker." And I'm like,
typical trucker.
Does anybody else hear this? Hello? Dad?
Mom?
What's going on?
Anybody?
Yeah, no,
it's like a John Travolta Pulp Fiction.
I was exactly that fucking meme. I was so lost, dude. And so yeah, that was the trucker having a heart attack story.
Nice, dude. Fucking always remind me to show you that video again. But it popped up on my memories, and it was when you were telling another truck stop story.
Oh, Jesus.
And fucking, you're talking about the same customers that used to come in all the time.
Was it the old guy and his trucker friend?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And then I sneezed like a motherfucker.
Oh, that's right.
I remember that video. During our radio show, yeah. So we had to cut and redo it because I fucking sneezed. So no, we left it in, remember? And then it didn't play that night. They didn't play our shit.
That's right. And we were like,
hey, Hey, we don't like these motherfuckers at our old some of the old motherfuckers at our old college. Dude, we used to have these fucking dumb motherfuckers. I'm sorry for cussing so much, but this is how fucking stupid they are. They would have what, 1 hour or a half hour or something of their show, and then we would roll in.
Yeah.
Dude, these guys would talk about fucking like movies, but they weren't like, they were trying to be movie critics, and they would always roll over into our shit. And I think that was like part of our introductions when I sneezed, like right after we had our 10-second introduction song or whatever.
I almost just did it. I almost just fucking said the whole, but I don't want to use the tagline from
Dude, that's our
station.
song anyway, so if fucking Central ever uses that, that's our shit, because you made that.
Oh, no, not that. I was going to say the tagline for the radio station.
Oh yeah, well I mean good radio.
Yeah, no, it was
college
good
radio was good. I liked it. 88.1 The Bag.
Okay, fair enough.
But no, great radio. The people before us, fucking tard bags, dude. Jesus Christ, when you got a time limit, keep the fucking time limit, especially at the beginning and the end of the show.
They didn't know how to put it in the right way.
I don't give a fuck. Maybe that's why you should fucking learn while we're at school, dick cock bags.
This is what they would try to do. We would do our show and have it pre-recorded. What time did we do it? Like 12 o'clock?
Yeah, we would do it in the afternoon because remember we had our 2 morning classes or our 3 morning classes, and then we would have one really fucking late that was like either News Watch on Mondays or like...
What time were we on the air? 3?
3, yeah.
So we would do our show at about... But then, no, the second quarter we were on late at night. We were on at like 8 or 9. Yeah, we were on at like 9 o'clock. Do you remember that? We were part of the late night.
End. Yeah,
and
but
then
this
we
was
rolled
during
into this was the later one. I remember this now because we had recorded our show at like 1 in the afternoon, 2 in the afternoon, and we put it all in, and we were like, cool, our show's not for like 7 hours. It's set. We're done.
Oh, we'll be able to listen to it later.
Yeah, we'll be able to listen to it. We'll chill.
We didn't have class.
Because some days we would do it at like 6 or 7, and then it would be on in like an hour and a half, 2 hours or something.
Doing dinner or something.
Yeah, and so we were like, sweet, we've got this one done. And then they would roll in, and they would do their show, because it was one of the later bits. It was one of the last bits of the show. And they were doing their intro, and they cut their intro because they were recording their show while our show was on the air. And they recorded their intro bit they wanted to do live, and they started it early, and it fucking cut out our last bit, so we didn't get to hear that. And they were just like, welcome to the
stupid motherfucking show.
Yeah, I'm not gonna
remember that day we went to our class's final at our teacher's house, and I got shit-faced. Dude.
Yes, do you remember that day?
Well, I remember what you told. I remember what you told me.
I was gonna say, because I remember that. I remember having to apologize for a lot of the things you said.
I apologized afterwards. I went to Terry in her office and apologized to her.
I think the best part about that whole thing, though, was half the kids in there were radio kids as well.
Yeah.
And you were sitting there going, we've got the best goddamn radio show on the college station, and everyone else sucks, or some shit like that. Everyone else is fucking garbage.
What I said, no, this is what I said.
Except for so and so.
I said like the sports shows were good.
Yep.
But then everything else I shat on, and half of the people were a part of the non-sports shows. And dude, because I would sit there and I would like listen to everybody talk about their radio show when we would be in all of our different production classes. I'm just like, bro, nobody listens to you guys. Everybody comes and talks to Cole and I and says how good of a show we have, and I've never fucking heard anybody say good shit about your guys' shows.
Which is funny because we weren't even that good.
No, we just
talked shit.
Yeah, we just literally talk shit about like the town of Ellensburg.
I almost ate shit on this puddle of ice
how
today.
Fucking stupid some of the drivers were when they wouldn't stop at stop signs. Like, we just talked about stupid shit like that, and all the other kids would try and be like, fucking Central basketball teams had an 87-83 win last night. Wow, bro, what did you see from it? And then they would try and make like that shit funny about the fucking basketball game. And it's like, dude, it's like D3 basketball. Nobody gives a fuck. These kids are all going to be playing fucking YMCA basketball for the rest of their lives. Like, And then they would try and make a joke about it. So then those two kids in the radio station would just be like fucking super, like, it's not funny. And they would always come out. Remember when they'd always come out of their show? They're like, man, dude, it was like one of our best shows.
Every day.
Every day. And I was
every day.
I was like, do you guys not fucking hear yourselves when you talk? Like, you guys are pretty awful. And it wasn't like I was, dude, it wasn't like I was sitting there gloating about you and I and being like, yeah, you should do what Cole and I do. I would just literally be sitting there thinking in my head, like, God, you guys are shit. Like,
I remember one time, not really throwing shade or talking shit.
Who fucking cares? Dude?
No. We were on the air.
Oh,
and
okay.
I think we were doing, I can't remember what we were doing, but we just talked
on the air in the radio or news watch?
In the radio.
Okay.
And we just talked a little bit of shit or just like flipped some shit to another radio show that was on the air at a different time.
Yeah, and they kind of got dude.
They went to the general manager and was like, Cole and Austin said this, blah, blah, blah. And then he talked to us and was like,
we had to
get
pulled into his office before we did the next show a day after.
And we were like, dude, we're fucking with you guys. We're just having some fun. We're just like trying to stir the pot a little bit and fuck around and have some fun. Like, let's make this interesting. And everyone was like,
well, what it was,
nope.
Was like, you didn't like, I can't remember if it was you. One of us, we threw shade pretty hard, and then the other one,
yeah, this other show fucking sucks or whatever.
And then the other person laughed. Like, so I think you threw shade and I laughed because I was notorious for fucking laughing.
Yep.
And when we went into the office, dude, you were talking to our general manager. I'm not gonna say his name. I almost said it, but cool guy. But our GM, when you went to go talk to him, he was like, "Okay, look, I know you guys are funny, okay? I love you guys. I love the show, and I love how you guys don't give a shit. But you gotta watch what you say sometimes because people get butthurt." And I was like, dude, we didn't even say anything bad about him. We just said we were better or funnier or some shit. And then he would, and like, because remember they would always go over their time limit.
Yep, that was the other thing that I
was
bitched
what
about.
we had, yeah. And you would always be like, well, gotta get back to the music because we don't get long breaks like some people or some shit like that. And then that was when like we got called in the next day.
You know what's funny is he called us in and talked to us, and then I think we recorded our show right after that. And then I think you left, and I went back into his office after that, and it was just me and him in there, and I shut the door because I was like, Jeff, you mind if I talk? Oops. Hey, general manager, you mind if I talk to you? It's okay.
I know, but I just like how we both fucking caught it and caught ourselves, and then literally 30 seconds later, your ass is like, yeah.
Well, I'll bleep his name out or something. I don't know.
Okay, yeah.
I don't give a fuck. But anyway, it was just like, hey, mind if I talk to you? And he was like, yeah, sure, what's up? And I shut the door, and I was like, are you fucking kidding me?
Yeah, you were telling me you went off on him.
Are you fucking kidding me, dude?
Because he kind of embarrassed us, because remember Jessica...
Hello? What's going on? Holy. Talk about some technical difficulties. Last week it's the camera. This week it's Cole's dumbass.
Holy shit, dude. Woo! Damn, that was good.
Ah, Jesus.
Oh, man.
I tell you what, I am batting 1,000 right now.
Oh, man. Hey, good thing you actually did that because I almost said the chick's name I was about to just rag on.
I think you did.
No, I say yes.
Okay.
And if you want to figure it out, yeah, fuck it. I don't really care. I don't like her anyways. So,
but anyway,
I remember when we were recording, that's when she had went and like heard some of it, and I remember she was in the room because she's a little fucking like GM's pet. And she would.
I think she was banging him anyway.
Yeah, I know. Do we? I thought I almost figured it out when we went out to the bar that night and she was there. I thought I almost got it out of her, but I did not. But anyways, yeah, she was sitting in the room, and I remember, and you were like, "Is she gonna be in here?" And then she was like, "Well, I'm his assistant or some shit like that. And then, you know, our GM was like, no, like, this is just between us. Like, get out of here. Bro, I bet you she was that motherfucker that was sitting at, like, she was one of those kind of people. It's like,
oh, yeah. She grabbed one of those fucking Solo cups and was like,
just fucking
right up against the door.
Fucking gorilla glued her ear to that door so she could fucking hear better.
Yeah, I just remember being like, Jeff, are you fucking kidding me? These pussy motherfuckers.
Yeah.
And he was like, trust me, Cole, I know how you feel. There's nothing I can really do about it. You guys are funny as shit. You guys fucking kill it, blah, blah, blah. But this is supposed to emulate like a top 40s station, like pop, hip, this and that. We're
not with the fucking bums we were working with.
He's like, it's not supposed to be like a rock station, like a 99.9 or a whatever, you know, like remember Funky Monkey back in the day, 104.9. Like, it's not supposed to be cool shit like that. It's supposed to be like top 40s. Let's listen to whatever the new fucking watermelon sugar, ha, watermelon sugar, ha, like that kind of shit. And I'm like, okay, I guess so. Like, but fuck these guys, because that's shit sucked. That made me so angry.
Dude, I was pissed when we took second. Not gonna lie. For that award show shit. And the only reason that we lost because we weren't the fucking morning show.
Yeah, dude,
if we would have had the fucking morning, we didn't have any classes until like 9. Why didn't we talk to our fucking GM? Be like, dude, put us on the morning show. You know
how many times we
would have killed that shit on the morning show.
I can't tell you how many conversations I had with him about having either you and I, or I was like, Jeff, dude, I don't give a shit. Put just Austin on the morning show. If you don't want both of us on, just put him on. Just put me on. I don't care. Just like get either one of us on the morning show. Like, let us do that. It will be so much fucking better. And he was just like, nah, I can't do it. We've got these two that have been here for the last 4 years, and they've done a morning show together for like 2 years now, and which is funny because they dated, and so the morning show like years and years ago used to be really good because they had good connection and blah blah blah, and they were really good on the air, and then they broke up, and it was just super awkward and shitty. I know who
you're talking about,
and they were just kind of like, and it was like I would listen to it in the morning and just be like,
well, didn't she tell me the dude still had feelings for her and was always trying to get back with her? And she was like, fuck you, I'm trying to get laid. I'm in college.
Yeah, she was basically trying to live her best life. And he was like, but I'm trying to sling it on
down,
you.
Yeah.
And she was just not having it. And so the morning show just sucked ass and it was awkward. But
hey, they got free trip to New York, though, out of that shit.
But they were the only morning show that was on, so they were the one that got it, and that.
What was it, like 5:30 to 6 or some shit like that?
I don't even know. It was like a.
Dude, it was early.
It was early, but it was like a 6 to 7 or something like that. Because I remember I was at least awake, and there's not a goddamn chance I'd have been awake before 6 o'clock. Let's just put it that way.
This is fair.
I
had to wait for this man today, but this is fair.
True. I'm working on it. I'm working on my sleep schedule, okay?
Bro, you and me both. I work fucking graveyard, so I sleep 3 hours a day. And then I fucking literally sit here and I'm like, all right, well, I can't really go back to sleep now, so I guess I'm up for the next 19 hours. So
shit.
Let's fucking get it going.
Well, let's, what time is it? It's, oh my God, it's 2 p.m. You got to get a nap in.
No, dude, I'm getting food after this. We can keep going.
You sure?
Yeah.
Dude, you're going to be
I watched a documentary this morning and then knocked on accident. So,
all right.
I got like 4 hours, so.
Nice.
We good.
Dude, no way.
I had to run the machine last night.
I couldn't operate off 4 hours. Dude, I think I would die.
Well, you get a little skinny because I don't really eat.
I can see that.
Yeah, I don't eat, and I haven't hit the gym because I just got a new tattoo, so I'm not trying to fuck it up right now.
Yeah.
And so, but give this like a week to heal up.
What is it?
It's the head of the Viking ships, the dragons they used to put on the front. We could slap it.
That's some cool ass shit.
And then
I'll take a photo of that and like slap up a graphic right.
I don't think people care. Dude, speaking of tattoos, my ex, her family used to fucking hate tattoos.
Not
so much her mom. But her fucking dad,
Yeah.
dude, I fucking hated it. Every time he said something, like, dude, I'd get a new tattoo and I'd watch. You know those motherfuckers who look at people who have tattoos and they're like, wow, this person's like a menace in society. Like,
he must not be a formal human being.
Yeah, he must have no manners, or she, or whoever.
They can't hold a decent job kind of shit.
Like fucking disgusting. Dude, and then it's like, all right, dude, fucking hope you fall off your high horse pretty fucking hard, you douche. But every time I'd go over and I would have a new tattoo, he'd be like, everybody would be like, oh, cool, like, nice, looks good, blah, blah, blah. And he'd be like, huh, dumb. Tattoos are dumb. And I would just sit there.
You little rascal.
Dude, no, bro. It wouldn't even be jokingly like that. He would just be like, dumb idea, dumb. And I'm like,
what a douche.
I'm like, dude, it took everything in me not to fucking like hit him. Like literally not to just deck his ass right there. Cause like, dude, I'm not one to be like, get super mad and be like, oh, okay, well, you don't like what I do or like what I fucking say. Like, fuck you. Like, usually it's just like, all right,
whatever.
Well, to each their own. Fuck bag. And dude, I'd just every time I got like 4 tattoos when I was with her. And so every time I came over, fucking dumb. Fucking tattoos are dumb. Like,
did he not have any tattoos?
No.
What was his thing? What was he?
Playing the guitar like a fucking dumb fuck. Dude, and he wasn't even good at playing the guitar. He would have his friend come over.
Check this one out,
He
bro.
had one string. He had one fucking string. No. It was just an acoustic guitar, and he would and then do a slap, and I'm like, bro, you play the same fucking strings every time. And everybody's just like, oh my God, this is great. Like, hey, dad, play your guitar or some shit. And everybody's like, dude, getting in a fucking kumbaya circle to fucking listen to this dip fuck play one string of the guitar. And he'd be like, like fucking doing one of those songs.
Some fucking 90s shit?
Yeah,
Jesus.
and I'm like, dude, I would sometimes I would tell my
I want to be with you.
Yeah, dude, for like some shit like that. And something to either bring his voice really fucking high for like 3 or 4 seconds and then go right back down to the I'm like, bro, I gotta go. I can't do this. I gotta leave.
Where's the mute button?
Yeah.
Fuck.
Fucking A, dude.
God damn.
Should have smacked the shit out of him with my tatted arm.
That was one movie I did see was Click. What the I need a mute button.
Yeah, that was but yeah, no, once this heals up, I'll get back in the gym and get my sleep schedule back on.
Dude, once my sleep schedule heals up, I'll get back in the gym because I have been to the gym maybe I think 2 times in the last 2 weeks. If that.
I know, I feel
maybe
bad.
not even.
I had a buddy text me, and my dad has always been like, going to the gym. I get back home from work, I'm like, nah, I'm lazy, I don't want to go. Dude, I've just been like not motivated the last 2 weeks to go to the gym.
I'll fucking kick you in the nuts. Let's go.
Dude, that shit would wrap around me and chokehold me like a fucking WWE superstar.
What?
Like you kick the nuts are so big, kick them, they wrap around and fucking chokehold.
I was like, what the fuck are you talking about? Fucking dingle fuck.
Fucking dingle fuck. Jesus. All right, dude. Well, yeah, I'm gonna go smack a fat burger in my mouth and get some grease all over me.
Hold on, one last thing.
What's up?
Olympics ended.
Yeah.
The U.S. ended.
Guess who's on top again?
113 medals. We had 39 golds. China ended second place with 88 total medals. 38 golds.
What?
Fucking.
Hey.
Guess who's number 1 again, brother?
Just in case y'all want to fuck with us, it's on and off the track that we dominate.
Tell you what.
Dude,
I'm
actually,
a red-blooded American, goddammit, and I love this country. Hell yes.
Fucking, what's that?
About 4 episodes, you told me about a Toby Keith song.
Yeah.
About how it's like people are shitting on America.
Oh, yeah. Did you listen to it?
I listened to it.
Yeah.
And it about brought a tear to my eye. I was like, man. God, fuck, damn, Toby Keith.
Dude, he was sad. I was listening to the Pat McAfee show the other week.
Yeah.
And they actually shouted out Toby Keith, and we're talking about how American he was, and I was like, bro, we just did that. I was like, let's go.
Oh, yeah.
Shout out Toby Keith.
Dude, I was at the gym, and I was like, oh, shit, that Toby Keith song. And so I slapped it on, and I'm like lifting. And then he starts singing about the sad shit, and I'm like, fuck, man, god damn it. I was getting sad. I was like, no, America, god fucking damn, we're the best.
Oh, sad redneck country boy.
I'm not even a redneck. I'm just like, why can't everybody not give a shit about what anybody else is doing as long as it doesn't affect anyone? And everybody love fucking the USA because we're the best. That's all I give a shit about.
Kind of got to have some brain cells for that one, bud.
I know. That's two concepts that are very conflicting.
And then if you start putting them together, it's going to confuse the fuck out of people. It's going to
fucking turn some brain cells off for some people.
Dad, I don't know what to do anymore.
He says, be nice, but also be American. How do I hold all this together?
Peace, love, and harmony. And, but I don't want to fucking care about anybody else.
Right? Like, I do. That's okay. Let's see. Thanks, everybody.
Yeah, fucking have a good week of work.
Have a good week of work.
Yeah, fucking
you dingle
mate.
Shit.
Yeah. Have a good week of work. If you guys want to, you can like and subscribe. If not, we don't give a fuck because we got real jobs.
But like and subscribe anyway.
Yeah, sure. Love you guys.